Hello, it's been actually have I done a live like this? I don't think I have. I think it's because I tend to only do the live when I'm in my setup, but never directly from my phone. So I thought I would try this. It's something new. I hope you're okay. I've had a bit of a stressful Sunday, but after a good walk with Cub and just got myself a coconut latte, which I quite like. I'm feeling much better, and hopefully maybe I'll get some work done before I have to sort of carry on with the rest of the day. But I thought I'd say hello. I am Serena, holistic being, and I'm glad that I have you here subscribed. So I do appreciate you, and if you haven't already thought about subscribing, then please do. YouTube has been doing something strange, or maybe it's just an administrative thing where I don't always see the comments. I try to have a look through YouTube Studio, always check the different ways to read all the comments and check them, but they don't always show, unfortunately. But I thought I would do a check-in, and I thought maybe I would do these more routine check-ins and let me know if you're around for them and if they work for you, and then we could perhaps make it a little bit more routine. I thought that would be quite nice way to connect, engage, hear directly from you, because I do hear from you in the comments. And so I thought, well, let's get better acquainted. I know how powerful live streaming can be for connecting more and engaging more. I have found that with my media political digital literacy channel, because I stream so much there. So yeah, I made the mistake of checking Clubhouse this morning. It's a social audio app, and I had a little bit of time. I thought, let's just flex a little bit and go off routine. Reminder, Serena, don't do that again. And I went off routine a little bit, and I ended up in Clubhouse, and it was just quite jarring, and it really annoyed me and it put me in a bad mood. But I'm in a much better mood now. Cleaning is just a constant thing, and then when you've got a teenager who's also doing their best sort of to do their part and do chores, but really it's pretty tricky to keep them sort of engaged. I don't know if you have any teenage kids at home, how you manage to get them to do housework and chores and clean up. For me, it's quite tricky to get mine involved in that, so just trying to, as usual, fit stuff in. And Sunday is supposed to be a little bit more of a restorative day, and so far it's just been like, oh, I need to recover. I need to recover a lot. Welcome. Good to see you all, and good to have you here. I haven't done a stream like this on the channel, so I appreciate you. You have been subscribed, and I appreciate you watching the videos, and I'm going to do this more. I'm hoping to do it every Sunday, so I thought it could be a lovely check-in that we could do like this, a check-in where we can, get better acquainted. And I don't normally do a live stream like this. I normally do it in my whole setup, so I do appreciate that you've come through. Ramji, Aaron, Peter, let me know where you're finding this and how you're doing. Thank you, Shad. I have just the one. You say you're doing a good job raising kids. I have just the one, and myself, I'm still a kid, and have to parent myself as well. I am no one's zeros. No one has ever asked me my pronouns. I've never needed to give them, so I think that if you have a hunch, then that will be the right one, since I've never had an issue with that. I don't normally lead with that, so it's completely strange to ask that question. I find it strange. Do people ask that question in the real world? Is it, or is it just an online thing? So that was a little bit left. Trump or Kamala? Your mom. Because I do stream about politics, you will know from my streaming channel on politics that I don't trust any politicians, that I would not go for either. However, there are some really concerning issues about the Democrats, as there are with most political parties. Zaruz, this is not the place where you're going to get attacked. I don't usually have that kind of environment and following. In fact, I have the opposite of that. It's quite a critical thinking audience that doesn't sort of subscribe to these popular norms. So please don't worry about that at all. There is a big black spider on the wall behind me, apparently. So, okay, Peter, I will look out for it. Your mum, thank you for that. Caravaggio conspiracy theory, are they healthy? Is who healthy? So, I speak about holistic living, and I tend to create videos around sort of personal development and growth and progress. I just thought it makes sense to talk directly to you, and so I'll be doing these lives on Sundays. Your mum, don't worry, I am not easily offended. If you know me from my streaming channel, links are provided. I'll make sure that this has it. Then you'll know that, yeah, I'm not easily offended at all. So go for it. It's healthy to look into all theories, and you have to question why certain theories are called conspiracy ones. I'm a systems thinker, and so it's really important to take in everything, to take in every single perspective and every theory, and not to get bogged down with certain ones, and ensure that you are not subject to any thinking traps, and that you're not getting caught in thinking traps either, and not jumping on any bandwagons. Caravaggio, no, I appreciate what you're saying. You don't use that term disparagingly. I'm a very open mind. Well, this is quite... Do I think man landed on the moon? Who knows? Who knows? There are a lot of theories, and I'm open to all of them. Caravaggio, you've been noticing for 20 years. Yep. Peter, you're a little bit trolly, aren't you? I've integrated my troll. Just like I've integrated my shadow. This is fun. I normally get this kind of an audience on my streaming channel. Didn't think I'd get it here. Shad, you're going to like my streaming channel about politics and media and tech. So definitely look into that, because that's where I do sort of explore some of these things. This channel is mainly... Am I on the right channel? Am I streaming on the right channel? This channel is mainly about sort of personal development, but it is indeed. It's a coconut latte. I employ all kinds of analysis, really. I'm not easily religiously, dogmatically aligned to any one perspective. But that's how I have to be as a systems thinker, and the kind of work that I do. It is all about taking a very wide lens to things. There is a circular cardboard on my coffee because it was really hot. So it's a sleeve, and it's a sleeve that keeps your hand from getting, burnt. And also it's covering the name of the cafe and I don't want to get doxxed. Am I afraid AI will take my job? AI will take many jobs. I'm actually doing a big research piece on this right now. I'm reading another book about this, about creativity and AI. I have a lot to say about this, especially in my professional public relations. I've got a great deal to say about this. Um, AGI is obviously the thing that people are most afraid of and should be more knowledgeable of. AI will maybe just automate certain things, but AGI you want to sort of like be a little bit more considerate of. Elbow Scab, that account sounds hella good. Yeah, definitely check out my other channel. Caravaggio, okay. Then what is your take on Freudian analysis considering the implication of Bernays? Bernays I've done some readings on. I did some readings on like 6 months ago. Over the past 6 months, I read from the book Propaganda before it started to come into the space of recent political commentary. And so I'm very well aware of Bernays' writing and the family lineage. Your mum says the earth is flat. Listen, I am not going to dispute anything. This is not that kind of space. I'm not going to shut anyone down. I really wasn't expecting this kind of a conversation on this channel, but okay. Pretty good. Maybe it's a reflection of how people are these days and what they're thinking. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe that's what it is. Caravaggio, I'm not a proponent of anyone's analysis. I take it all in and I use things according to my own subjective mental model, and I constantly reflect and question myself. CCM Madfire, I believe in a higher power, and I believe in something that has been able to create the unexplainable. If you just think about thinking about things at a really micro level, it's like, wow, the way things are just interdependent with each other and the way they exist. There's got to be something that was able to create all of this. Caravaggio, the collective consciousness. Zurus, are you a science-based type of person? I'm a creative, I'm a dancer, I'm a painter, I do music as well, so I do both. I'm very much on both sides. I use my creative side to balance my intellectual side. Your mom, are we in a simulation? It's possible. We are all simulating constantly because we have these subjective mental models, and so we are only seeing what we want to see. This is quite a cool live. I appreciate you guys. Shad, of course I've watched The Matrix. I'm in my 40s. I watched all of them. Caravaggio. I used to say the truth is objective all the time until I realized just how biased we all are and how subjective we all are. And so the truth is always going to be defined through someone's subjective lens. When you have to look at, for instance, the legal and the judicial system, you have to deal with objective truths. I prefer, in a generic sense, to say truth is objective, but to really intellectually get into it, you realize for those who have a higher IQ and higher competence and ability, we can be comfortable with the truth being subjective, but we've got to understand that we've got to draw boundaries because not everyone can cope with the subjectivity and they need the objectivity. Okay, but outside of the human experience, does an ultimate objective truth exist or not? Oh, your mom says, should I quit? I mean, I don't do any kind of, I don't have any dependence on any stimulants of any kind. So my advice would be find yoga. I'm a qualified yoga teacher, been doing it for 15 plus years, so seek holistic things, but you know, that could be rubbish. Like, what advice is that? It's do what you want. Caravaggio, okay, but outside that human experience, does an ultimate objective truth exist or not? Possibly. You'll notice I'm not married to an idea, and I won't defend it in that way. I'll try not to be so attached to any claim either, because then I know I'm limiting myself. So I will always check myself and challenge my own assumption, as I think everyone should. This is great. Caravaggio, all of you, I really hope you're all subscribed, and you can find my streaming channel. It's Serena Sayed, SerenaSyed. You're all fabulous. I've just done a really long stream. I covered Trump, Diddy. What else did I cover? Yeah, come through. So I do politics. I've done quite a bit on the US election. I just put out a clip about the Secret Service report about the communications failure. That's crazy. Come through, guys. You guys would be amazing. You'd love it. I streamed a little bit about Diddy. Basically, I'm an affiliate with Ground News. Ground News aggregates news stories from across the globe from all kinds of outlets, and it will tell you what the bias is and what the factuality is. So I was reading some reports about Diddy. I think I even read from TMZ. She rolls her eyes. So yeah, I did talk a little bit about that as well. You guys are great. Honestly, you need to come through. I'm so glad you found this live. Please do subscribe here. This is exactly the kind of conversation that I like to have. Caravaggio says, I think we may hold fundamental differences that cannot be reconciled at this time. So my presence would be a hindrance. It will never be a hindrance. Come through, challenge, question. I'm always welcoming challenge. So please do. Like, my comment section on my streaming channel is just constantly like that. So please do. And I'm curious about what the fundamental differences are. That excites me. That doesn't make me feel stressed. That makes me more curious. So no, please do. I was like only going to come on for 5 minutes. I'm so glad I did. You guys are dope. You're all cool. Is it ruse or ex-ruse? You can't understand my upgraded English. Which languages do you speak? I need to learn more languages. I know I can speak about 3 fluently, a 4th half shad British English. Yeah. I really want to this language I really wish I was completely fluent in, and actually there's 2, Italian and French. Because I really like the lifestyles. You guys are really cool. I'm so glad you came through. I'm going to be streaming. I stream almost every other day on my politics channel, but I need to do some content on my PR channel. I have a public relations channel as well, because I'm a public relations practitioner. I've done it for more than 20 years, and I create content for businesses, entrepreneurs, other PRs. Where should I invest in case a machine takes my job? Shad, I'm of the opinion, and this is not just my thought because it's clearly been crystallized, having been informed and influenced by others, but then my hunch is also telling me it's true, that it's important to become a deep generalist. Deep generalist means you're not just surface levels. You're not just surface level in those skills. You have in-depth ability and competence in multiple things. That's my hunch. So for me, I can do crisis communications, reputation management, stakeholder management. I can also do the general bits of public relations, but AI will be able to do that for me. The cognitive stuff, AGI may take over. So then the creative stuff I can still do because I'm also creative. So you see, there's a way for you to mix it up. There's an opportunity to mix it up. So I suggest you mix it up. Who isn't weird? Your mum. Who isn't weird? Now I can't remember how I actually pronounced it. I don't know if AI developers will even be needed at some point to get things going, and then things will become pretty automated. X-Ruse. X-Ruse. Is that how I said it? X-Ruse. I really appreciate you guys, and I'm gonna leave now, but I will be back again. If you haven't already subscribed, then please do. Where should you invest? I mean, I can't give investment advice or guidance, personally speaking. Precious metals, but you know, that's my personal opinion. And in your own knowledge and expertise and creativity, that will always be number one. Your own knowledge, your own creativity, that's always been number one. I really appreciate you guys. So I'm gonna wind this down now. I will be back. If you're not already subbed, please do. And if you come through to my other channel, then we can connect like this. It'll be amazing. I appreciate you guys. Take care. Got to figure out how to end this live now.